Imagine today, till yesterday, over 7 crore people of our country have gone and taken Tirtha. 7 crore. Till yesterday, almost the population of our state. And people from all over the country. And their expectation is that in the entire Mahakumbh journey, about 45 crore people would be visiting Prayag, Raj and taking holiday. Imagine what a mammoth national festival. So it was decided that those who are going for this Kashi Tamil Sangamam 3rd edition, why should they be deprived of visiting Prayagraj and taking the day? That's how the time has been adjusted. Friends, I have no doubt, I don't think any of us have any doubt, that there will be a huge enthusiastic reception to this program. And I think the problem will be for those who are scrutinizing and shortlisting and screening out the people.
Yes.
I am told that until now over 21,000 registrations have already taken place.
Wow.
Many more will happen. Selecting a small ratio of that is going to be a big challenge. But that's a part of the event. And I have no doubt that this year too it will be a very grand success. Success in the sense that there will be enthusiastic response from our place, our state, people of our state. There will be enthusiastic reception to all the places which they visit. And there will be enthusiastic reception back home when they come back and tell the stories of their experience which they visited different places, Kashi, Ayodhya and Prayag. When they come and share with their village folk, with their friends, with their relatives, it will peak, it will trigger more curiosity among the people to know about these places and visit those places. Friends, this program, what is the spirit of it? Now we know that the spirit is to rejuvenate our ancient, long lasting, with thousands and thousands of years old connect between the Tamil people and Kashi. We know that Tamil people had several thousand years old connect, and it's a living connect. It's not that it is a connect of the past. No one knows when did this connect began. No one knows. All that we know is it passes beyond the reckoning of time. By some accounts which are available, we know that even till the end of 18th century, 1800, over 50,000 people used to travel between Kashi and Rameswaram every year. Imagine. What was the population of our country at the time? Not even 10 crores. There was no communication means. People had to walk. My grandmother walked. Millions of people walked. And they traveled all across. Not only Rameshwaram, they visited different places. All the Tirtha. If not all, at least some of them, as many as they could. So this connect, which has been there for time immemorial, it faded. It faded first during the British time, by the design of the colonial rulers. And unfortunately, after independence, after the British left, again we did not make any conscious effort to resurrect that. And over the time, people started forgetting who they are, their own identity. We started dividing ourselves in a small, with little identities. It's not the fault of the people. It's the fault of the system that was created post-British, and the system put the pressure. It started dividing the people. This Kashi Tamil Sangamam is essentially a call for awakening the dormant sense of national consciousness. Rashtriya Bodh, Rashtriya Chetana. And what is Rashtra? Today our people have difficulty even uttering the word Bharat, because we are so much used and conditioned by India that we find it difficult to use Bharat. Lord Vishnu in Swadeshi, that movement itself was divine, and that resonated all through Bharat. When Mahatma Gandhi came and he took the charge, lead of the national freedom movement, how did he galvanize the nation? How did he wake up the nation? Further, Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, he invoked Ram. Now we have become shy of talking all these things. As a result, Rashtra Bodh, Rashtra consciousness has weakened. Even now we are taking Kashi, some people are taking Kashi Tamil Sangamam as a festival. Okay, you are going in free, a tourist to go and see the Ganga is a holy river and do that. You realize when you go and see, all over, it is a mini India, mini Bharat, all over the country, people, every day, lakhs of people. It is an awareness. You get to know that when you go from here in 100, 200, 300, and then you find that 3 lakhs people assembled at Kashi from all over Bharat, you see, look, this is Bharat. When you go at Mahakumbh Prayag, and when every day you find crores of people taking dip, you find this is Bharat. And this has not been by any state, by Indian state, it is by Bharat. It is not that the UP state is doing it. They are facilitating, they are trying to regulate, to make life easier. This has been there for thousands and thousands of years. This is Bharat. This sense of Rashtra and Rashtra Bodh. When we are talking about Rishi Agastya, this Agastya, he all over, but we have forgotten him. We have lost the sense of who we are. And when we have lost the sense of who we are, then it's like a torn leaf, dried leaf in the wind. You move this way, you move that way, buffeted all along. You are rootless. Nobody respects you. This is unfortunately what happened. In fact, if you read the Constituent Assembly debate, at the time when the Constitution was being drafted, they made a speaker after speaker after speaker, they said, the concern was we have to rejuvenate the sense of Rashtrahood, sense of Rashtra. Because it is the Rashtra that made it. And during the time of freedom movement, there was no one India. Political state, we are under control of the British. And even before, there were many kings, many kingdoms. And yet the people were one. This oneness of people, it is unique to this country, Bharat, nowhere else in the world. I tell you, search with all this encyclopedia, you will not find any country in the world like Bharat, which has been kept. If you look at the divided, like our body is divided in terms of, you say, your hand, your legs, your head and body, you can call it a divided, if you look at separately. But this is what Bharat was. So many kings were there, numerous kings, never one king who ruled entire Bharat. And yet Bharat was one. It was because of the people of Bharat. A people of Bharat who were bound together by these institutions. Institutions like Kashi, Kashi, Rameshwaram, Dwarika, Ujjain, Mathura, Ajodhya, Prayag, Ganga Sagar, all over the places, Puri. Numerous dozens, not only dozens, hundreds of them, which belong to whole. Though each of these places were located in a particular kingdom, but that place did not belong to that king, that belonged to the entire Bharat. This was the Rashtra. And this Rashtra board was weakened, unfortunately, even after independence. That's, we have to rejuvenate it. Because of that, because of the loss of sense of who we are, we kept declining. We kept declining. We kept proliferating in population. But in all other terms, we kept declining. At the time of independence, we were the 6th economy. We dipped to 11th economy in the next 65 years. Fortunately, we are now 5th, going to be 3rd shortly. Nobody took us. Nobody took us seriously. Because we were all fighting among ourselves. In the name of language, in the name of race, in the name of religion, in the name of all kinds of differences. Because the Rashtra was weakened. The sense of family, the Kutumbam. Rashtra is a Kutumbam, is a family, is a parivar. I often say, when I heard from my grandmother that when she traveled all the way, she never felt she was going to some other place. There were multiple languages she had to pass through. But she knew that there would be people, her own people, who would be looking after her. She never felt that she was at a different place. What happened to this? What happened that we have started looking at each other with suspicion? Is because the kind of polity that we chose, which has overwhelmed our core strength. And now, for the last 1 decade, the attempt is to rejuvenate the Rashtra. And the Rashtra is being rejuvenated. You see the result. From nowhere, we have crossed 1,60,000 startups. Who are doing it? There are people who are doing it. Positive sense, confidence, we can do it. Our country, in every sector, self-reliance, economy, defense, every field, science and technology, space, deep sea, whichever area you go. This pride, the same people who are delivering it, and they are delivering in the last 10 years, what happened? What is the magic? The magic is nothing else than reawakening the sense of who you are. The sense of who we are, because we know what kind of heritage we are carrying. What kind of which, when the world was all in darkness, our people had given us the light, the knowledge, the wisdom. Every field, Bharat was at the top. There is no reason it can't be at the top again. And that is for the good of the world. So this Kashi Tamil Sangamam is a call for national awakening. With this spirit, this has to be taken. It has to be taken in schools and colleges. It has to be brought in the curriculum. It has to be owned by the society. Because the Rashtra is not a state. Rashtra belongs to the society, the people. A state is an institution created by the Rashtra, by the people. We say in the preamble of our constitution, we the people of India have created it. We the people of India, not population of India. The people of India, those who are one family. Is that Rashtra, that sense has to be awakened. So Kashi Tamil Sangamam is an effort, is an initiative to reawaken. There are multiple initiatives going on in this country. Multiple initiatives. This is one such initiative, important initiative, no doubt about it. Because here we find that we have moved away from the sense. There are people who are refusing to accept Bharat as a nation. Bharat is not as a nation. Because they are so much anglicized, they ask you a question, tell me, Mr. Gavada, who was the ruler who ruled whole India? I said, my dear friend, the whole problem is Bharat was not a ruler-based Rashtra. It is not a political state. It was the people, it was society. And it is nothing, No, and this particular thing is inherent in a common illiterate villager. In his or her day-to-day conduct, in her personal life, in her family life, this is manifest. It is the problem is with educated people. Educated people, those who are running the show, they have a difficulty in connecting with that. I think it's time that we wake them up. This Kashi Tamil Sangamam chapter or edition 3 is ongoing effort towards that. But let us not forget the spirit of it. Let us not let the event conclude when it concludes on 25th of February. It is an ongoing, it is an endless march. Because for thousands of years this journey has continued. And for thousands of years in the future this journey will continue. Because Bharat is not going to go away. It is a Sanatan, eternal country, a Sanatan Rashtra. And we have to continue this journey. It is our responsibility to take this message, the spirit of Kashi Tamil Sangamam, to wherever we are, whichever sphere in life we are. I wish this forthcoming event a grand success. I am very confident about it. No doubt it will have. And I wish the very best to all those who are going, those who are participants, those who are participating. Though I know that with their numbers are limited, though there are large number of people, I wish every participant the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Governor Thiru R. N. Ravi Avargal, for your inciting speech on the cultural connect between Kashi and Tamil Nadu. Also, the importance of Mahakumbh, which is happening at Varanasi. Once again, thank you, sir. I also take this opportunity to thank Professor Kamakoti for organizing this program. I must be thankful to Professor Vaidya Subramanian, Vice Chancellor, Shastra University, Professor Sudha Seshin, former Vice Chancellor of Dr. MGR University, Professor Chandrasekharan, Director of Central Institute of Classical Tamil, for your gracious presence this evening. Finally, I should be thanking the audience, the press, the police, the administration for supporting us and joining us this evening. Before closing, may I now request everyone to rise for national anthem.